Okay, so another new feature is that you can use or you can define different input control groups that are applied to different widgets on your page. So again, I'm showing you how this would look like. Let me just save beforehand and then we go directly into this topic. So again, I do have two pages here and I have this dashboard or this story page has three different sections, a blue one, a gray one, and a white one. And for the first two sections, I do have an input control defined for the dimension airlines here, so I can choose between the different members. I have that for the blue section and I have that also for the gray section. Only the white section charts will not be affected by any selection that I will be taking. So what I can do here is I can again select different airlines here, and as you can see, only those two widgets have been applied to these airlines or have been filtered to these airlines, even though this is using the same data set or the same model. The two charts down here have not been selected, so it is now possible to define input controls and have them being applied to different groups of charts or tables as well. So again, if I filter here on some different ones, it will not affect the upper part here, but will affect the gray background part. And the widgets down here, so the number widgets and also this chart have not been filtered on anything because they're not connected to these two input controls. So this is a page-based input control. So if I'm now going to the next page, which is basically a duplicate of the first page, but anyhow, this is not propagated across pages, but for one page, you can have different groups of widgets being differently filtered using different input controls. How to set this up? Therefore, I go out. And as I'm currently in the digital boardroom now, I could open my file structure and then search for the right story and go in there. But what is way easier is if you're already in this boardroom, what you can do is you can simply select the page you would like to go to. You click on the design panel and then you get this little icon here, which opens the story for you that you've just selected. And as you can see now, I am in the SAC story mode. I'm actually also directly in the designer mode, so not opening it in a view mode. And what I have done here, I have included a input control. And then once you have this input control, you can go via the more actions menu and here say you would like to configure this input control, this specific input control. And by default, all widgets on this page would be selected. I selected I would like to have this particular input control to be applied only for specific widgets on this page, which are basically the first two ones, which are the ones on the blue background here. And if I'm going to the second input control, which is also filtering on airlines, again, I said I would like to use this one only for specific widgets in my dashboard. And here I selected those two, which are basically the ones here. The last three ones have not been selected for any input control, so neither the first one nor the second one. That is why they will not use the filters that have been selected by the end user. Again, if I would like to go back now into my digital boardroom, I do not have to cross all the file sections. I can simply go up here, see the path, and go back to filtered demo Devo. And I'm back at the state where I have left my digital boardroom.